The recovery in Asia is looking very strong indeed. So as at April this year, we are looking at 82% of 2019 already total air passenger traffic. That's of course driven by a very strong domestic recovery. It is already 102% of 2019 domestic in Asia Pacific. International is a bit lower, it's at 66% of 2019, but that's compared with, say, January of 56%, is also a strong recovery. So in a nutshell, it's very, very good. Crucially, flight connectivity needs to come back. And of course, there are so many factors that are involved in airlines putting back capacity. It's not all they are doing or not doing. It's also the infrastructure, the airports, whether the ground handling agent are able to service them. So there are multitude number of factors that needs to be overcome, whether it's manpower or aircraft or supply chain, unlocking all of these hurdles. But otherwise, if we can put back connectivity to meet and absorb the continued pent-up demand, then I think it'll be a good recovery story. There are some constraints in some places. Some people choose not to come back to the aviation industry. It's very sad. But otherwise, I think the industry is going out to kind of bring people back right back into working in aviation. So hopefully over time we will overcome this and make sure that people go through the right training so that they're able to get the job done. So I think everybody is trying to work to overcome the manpower hurdles. It just takes some time to get it all sorted out. In terms of COVID-related restrictions, there are still some countries in Asia Pacific that still have them. About 10 countries, I think, and some of them are like India, Indonesia, Philippines. We continue to advocate with the governments to sunset those restrictions because they are no longer required. We continue to do that, and hopefully everybody will remove the remaining restrictions soon. Number one, of course, is making sure that any travel restrictions that continue to be in place are sunset because they are no longer required. Secondly, is that airlines should work towards restoring connectivity, flight connectivity, back into the international system. There's a lot of pent-up demand in the marketplace, and we want to make sure that those pent-up demand are being met. And thirdly, of course, sustainability, the big word. We have to work very closely with all the stakeholders to make sure that we have the right policies in place to incentivize the production of SAF, sustainable aviation fuel. It's just not enough today. So that's a critical thing that we need to get done. Governments need to play ball, incentivize this production. Maybe finally, I'll just add that digital transformation continue to be very important, and it need to be accelerated in this industry.